Happy music, happy heart. Link FM.
Today I've got Tanita and Taryn. Good morning.
Good morning.
Woo. Okay, let's do that in harmony. Good morning, girls. We're going to dive straight into it. Thanks for coming through. I know the traffic's not always...
Well, it's better today because there's no school.
Ah,
so it was
true.
quite quick.
Yeah. Today we're talking about SEO.
Yes.
Okay. That's an acronym for something that I have got absolutely no clue what that is. So I'm going to bounce the first question off Tanita today. What is SEO? Do I say what is an SEO or what is SEO?
What is SEO?
What is SEO?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's smash straight into it. Okay, so SEO is your search engine optimization. Okay, let's break that down just a little bit. Search engine, anything you're browsing the internet with.
Okay.
You know, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, if you're an Apple user, Safari. So, what SEO means is you're optimizing your website for those search engines to ensure that you rank higher and you're more visible.
Okay. I was going to ask you, what do you mean by optimizing?
Oh, we're going to go into that.
Okay, so SEO stands for Search
Engine Optimization.
Optimization, okay. So how does, Taryn, next question for you is, how does the search engine optimization, the SEO, how does SEO help a business?
So SEO drives organic traffic, meaning people find your website naturally through search engines without paid ads. It's cost effective, long lasting, and helps build trust and credibility with potential customers.
Okay. So are we talking about when I search for Link FM, it must be top of the
Yes,
you want to rank there, 100%.
So that's where we're going with this conversation. Okay, so that then answers maybe, I don't know, why is SEO so important in marketing?
Okay, so SEO is a foundational part of marketing, especially when it comes to a website, okay? So your SEO is going to ensure that your business shows up when people are actively searching for solutions that you offer. And unlike paid advertising, SEO continues to bring business in. So it's a long-term investment.
Okay. Yeah. Is this something that's cost-worthy? I mean, when you say investment, what are you talking about?
Okay. So look, if you're going to do it yourself, it's going to take some time.
Okay.
If you're going to have an agency do it for you,
that's where the investment
it's going to cost you a little bit to start up with. Okay. And depending on how much you want to put into your SEO,
and
on the technical side of things is you know, if we're going to break it down, if we're going to go into the next segment of things, you know, the main components of what SEO actually is. You've got on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and then you've got technical SEO. Okay. So your on-page SEO, if you're somebody who's tech savvy, you can do that yourself. Okay. You know, if you've got if you've got access to your CMS, your content management system, like WordPress or Wix or whatever you're using for your website, you can do that yourself. You know, but then your off-page SEO and your technical SEO, you might want to get a helping hand in on that, and that's what we mean by those sorts of things are going to be long-term investments.
Okay. Taryn, how long does SEO take to show results? Is it like an overnight thing?
So it's definitely not an overnight thing. SEO is a long-term strategy.
It's like advertising. You know, we've had people say, if I start advertising, am I going to sell, triple the amount of hamburgers by the end of the month? No, it takes time.
Yeah, anything good takes time anyway. Results can vary from, most websites begin seeing improvements from 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
You know, with continued growth over time, and it gets better and better. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight.
Sure. Yeah, it is a long-term process. And what are the benefits then, Tanita? What are the benefits of SEO by comparison to, let's say, paid advertising?
Okay, so your SEO is going to build lasting traffic, okay? So paid advertising, you're paying for that set marketing campaign. Whereas what you're doing now for your SEO is going to have results going far into the future, for as long as your website's up and running, that SEO is going to benefit you in the long run. It doesn't require ongoing spend either. And the organic results tend to get more clicks than paid advertising, in all honesty. So, there's great benefits to doing your SEO.
Okay. For somebody who's really not tech savvy, and there I'm speaking to myself here, sometimes you search for something on, like for argument's sake, ChatGPT. You'll see at the top of the feed might have ChatGPT, and then there's a smaller thing that says ad.
Yeah, sponsored.
Sponsored.
Yeah. So is that what we're talking about?
No, so that's
different?
paid advertising.
Okay.
So those are the ones that say sponsored.
No, but that's what we're talking about when you talk about paid advertising.
Yes.
Okay, versus SEO.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're paying Google to rank you a little bit higher on the list with those little sponsored.
And once you stop paying, you're not going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what you're saying with the SEO being a more long-term thing.
Yes.
Because it's organic.
It's natural.
Yeah, it's natural. Just so you will always naturally be at the top.
Yes.
Or you'll be higher up on the list.
Yeah. No, sure.
So I mean, if you're in a field that's very highly populated with other businesses, then you've got a lot more competition for your business. Especially with names that are more common. But your SEO is really going to help you with. Even if you have a very strange name for your business, for example, like a lot of the times people might not know who you are. Okay, if you're a caterer in East London and you're new in the game and you've got a strange name like K&L Catering or something of the sort, no one's going to know to type in K&L Catering to find your website. Whereas if they're googling catering in East London, you need to be coming up in those search results, and that's where your SEO is really going to help you. And more importantly, like if you're somebody who does blogs or you have a lot of content going up on your website, like let me just give another example, like a cooking website, for example. If you're somebody that makes content for recipes and things like that, you may have your startup SEO where you come up for recipes, but you've got a lot of competition in that field. Whereas if you've got your SEO done properly, per post, per blog, that you've got keywords going for all of your content. If somebody's going to search for banana bread recipe, and if you keyworded correctly, your blog is going to come up with that banana bread recipe on it.
Okay, so the SEO is vital for, I shouldn't say random searches, but if somebody types Link FM Christian Radio, it's going to come up at the top.
Yes, but you need to come up just for Christian radio,
yes,
or just radio.
Then it's different. That's where the SEO comes in.
Yes.
Because then it needs to throw you. So give me an example of an SEO in action.
Well, I mean, if you take a look at like any business that has multiple services, like even if you just look at Aesthete, for example, we've got a lot of services that we offer, which is amazing. But sometimes that can be quite difficult for clients if they don't know what we offer. And Aesthete, we've discovered, is a difficult name to remember.
I was going to go there.
Yeah. So if somebody types in photography East London, we need to be coming up.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So that's where your SEO really helps you in the long run.
Yeah.
When you've got these multiple services that people know what you're doing, especially people like tourists, for example, bed and breakfasts. It's a very populated field to be in, accommodation. So if somebody's new to East London and they don't have that word of mouth knowing about your accommodation, it's going to be very difficult for them to find you. Sure. And the first place they're going to go is Google.
Yeah.
And if you're not coming up for bed and breakfast Beacon Bay, then no one's going to be able to find you. And your SEO is going to be how those people find you.
Yeah. Okay, so how can a business, somebody listening this morning, how can they get started with their SEO?
Okay, so if you're somebody who wants to do it yourself, there are small little tips that can help you rank a little bit higher. First off, your mobile version of your website, so important to optimize your mobile version, optimize the images that are on your websites, ensure that she's fast. And the one of the big things that I can say is, if you look at social media, you've always got hashtags. That's going to help you come up on searches. So take the time to do your keywording on your individual pages and posts, okay? And then, that's your on-page SEO, and it's going to help you. It's going to go a far way. But a lot of the times when it comes to the off-page SEO and the technical SEO, or if you have a large website with a lot of pages, get some help in. Give Aesthete a call. Let us get the ball rolling for you. Yeah. We do have programs that we also use that you can continue using afterwards that can assist you in the long run. I mean, you do not need to go back to university and learn how to be a web developer. We can assist you with these things to get your site ranking higher. And it will really do the world of wonder for where you're going to land up on Google.
Fantastic. So that answers my question. How can Aesthete assist with an SEO? Just give you a call.
Give us a call.
And if you don't know how to spell it, as Tanita said, it is a weird AESTHETE. Like
Yes.
aesthetic, this is Aesthete.
Aesthete.
The ones who see the beauty in the world.
That's what
Yes.
it means. There we go. Aesthete Creative Agencies.
Yes.
I did not realize, I mean, I know all about the SEO because when you search for something, generally the top of the pile is something that's in America or in the UK or wherever, you know, and then you've got to go back and South Africa, then you got to go East London, and you need to make sure that your business is right at the top of the pops when it comes to that.
Yeah, your local organic SEO is so important, especially for startup businesses. So, I mean, start with your local SEO and then grow from there.
Yeah. I was looking for a company the other day that does, I was just did a quick Google search for something for my daughter. She was wanting to submit something to this company, and you'd be amazed how many companies have the same name around the world.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
And I couldn't find the ones in East London for love of trying. I got every other company worldwide with the same name, but not the one I was looking for. Tanita, Taryn, thanks for your time this morning.
It's a pleasure.
We'll
Thanks
see you
for having
guys in
us.
2 weeks.
Yes,
Cheers.
thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Happy music, happy heart. Link FM.